definitely break down that run and just kind of tell me what was the deciding factors in the game. I know that, yeah, just tell me the deciding factors.
All right, so this was a close one, and it was all about momentum swings. The
Keep going.
Sure, that run happened when the Spurs tightened up on defense, forcing turnovers and getting out in transition. They hit a few key threes and capitalized on the Knicks' cold stretch. But the deciding factor, the Knicks down the stretch staying composed. Jalen Brunson orchestrated the offense well, and they got key stops in the final minute. Basically, the Knicks executed better under pressure, and that's what sealed it.
Well, what about the play where the Spurs got it back, 7 seconds left, and Wemby threw it off Castle's back, and that turnover led to, what was it? They ended up leading to like free throws.
Yeah, the game.
They got one free throw, and then down the stretch, there was still a chance to win, and they had Wembenyama shooting a mid-range jumper that was kind of ill-advised, if you ask me, because what are you doing with your 7'5" guy for the game shooting a mid-range jumper? Talk about that.
Oh, that sequence was tense. Yeah, that was a wild sequence. The Spurs had a chance with those late free throws, but splitting them hurt. Now, on that final
What do you
possession,
mean? What late? I'm not talking about the Spurs. Well, I guess so. I guess so. They had late free throws too.
yeah, exactly. When the Spurs got that late turnover, they did earn a trip to the line, but only hit one
No,
free
they
throw.
didn't. No, they. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Watch the game. Tell me about the game. No. The tie. The score was tied. 105, 105.
It was
Uh,
104,
no.
and then next end up.
Excuse me. 104, 104. And then Jalen Brunson. The Knicks had the ball. Jalen Brunson shot a mid-range jumper, missed the jumper. Victor Wembanyama gets the board. He starts to push it up court, and then he passes to Castle when Castle had his back turned to the basket or to the ball. The ball goes off Castle's back, and then the Knicks get the ball. They foul the Knicks. The Knicks shoot free throws. They make one free throw, missed. They missed the other, so they missed the first one, huh? So they missed the free. Either way, it was 105 to 104. Spurs got a few seconds left. I don't know how many seconds they had left. You can tell me how many seconds they had left. They get the ball to Victor Wembanyama. He shoots a mid-range jumper. They miss, and the game's over.
You got it. So after that turnover, the Knicks were fouled and they split at the line, leaving the door open. There were just a few seconds, around 6 or 7. Wembenyama got the ball, but instead of driving or getting closer, he settled for that mid-range pull-up. And yeah, for a guy with his length, that's not ideal. He missed, and that sealed the game right there. So decision making at the end was the difference.
Right. But tell me about the game flow. Tell me about the game flow, like throughout the whole game. Like, what did you see? Like, I seen they make it tough. They made making it tough on Jalen Brunson. He's shooting a low percentage. He's still effective, but he's not shooting his normal percentage. What's Cat doing to make things tough on Wemby? Like, and what's he doing to impact the game? And then Miles Bridges had a great game where he scored 20 and was efficient from the field. Talk about that stuff.
Absolutely. The game flow was a tug of war. The game flow was back and forth. Early on, the Knicks tried to set the tone, but the Spurs kept it close. They were clearly trying to contain Brunson, throwing different defenders and forcing him into tough shots. He still orchestrated, but wasn't as efficient. On the other end, Cat's physicality bothered Wemby. He made Wemby work for position and took him out of his comfort zone at times. Meanwhile, Bridges had a stellar night. He was a reliable scorer, hitting his jumpers and driving effectively. In the end, the Knicks' balanced approach and late game execution, despite the struggles, pulled it through.
Right. So to me, it's hard to talk about this game because um, there was no clear cut like reason, rhyme or reason. Like I would say, like the biggest reasons were, um, you know, the Knicks had their, someone other than Cat Brunson step up, and that's what you need in these type of situations. And also, it's a testament. I know it's crazy. It's a testament to LeBron James. It's a testament to like always being the best player on the court and still putting up your numbers, and even exceeding your regular season numbers. It's obviously super hard because we're seeing it in real time. Like you know, Brunson is normally a 26 per game a night score, and it's been tough during this finals run. But Like LeBron and certain other people, they've been able to keep up their numbers, if not more. So it's just crazy how tough this really is when everything starts to tighten up. When you're a double team, then you have to deal with the doubles all night. Like you're still a great player, but they're coming for you, and it's definitely very obvious that their game plan is to limit Brunson as much as possible.
You summed that up well. The playoffs expose how tough it is to thrive under constant pressure. The Knicks.
Right. It's been tough. It's been real tough. I like the grit. It's the grit. TJ, it's the motherfucking grit we've been talking about. You talking about grit. Look, this is grit. When it comes down to the final moments, it comes down to clutch time, that's where the grit shows. That's where the clutchness shows. And that's what the Knicks have been showing throughout this series so far, that in both games, it's been close. But that veteran presence, that staying steady presence, that making the right play presence is right there with them. So that's the difference between the veteran team and a young team that's, really good team. But this team's been playing together. They've been playing together. Wemby's a great player, but he's also young still. He don't know his offensive game yet. Like there's still a lot of holes in his offensive game, and he's still a top maybe 5 player in the league because of the attention that you got to pay to him on defense. Like you can't. He changes your whole attack. Like I've never seen a guy that changed your whole plan of attack as much as this guy. It's actually phenomenal. But on the other hand, he's got to get his offense right. He's got to either get some muscle, he's got to gain some weight, he's got to figure out his post game, he's got to live closer to the basket. You're 7'5".
Yeah. He's still shooting too many threes.
Shooting too many threes, settling for jumpers. We always talk about quit settling.
That's what when you're playing defense on somebody like Wemby, that's what you want. You're like, oh, you're shooting another three, nigga. Okay, like
Please do.
That's what we want because that's the best you can ask for, right? Because you get them, like you always said, dominance shows if you can get to the bucket or not. So if you can get to the bucket, that's your best shot every time. So everybody you want them to shoot.
Yep.
But definitely want Wemby to shoot.
Right. If I can push you into a contested jumper, I did my job as a defender. Like we just said, the dominance is getting to the basket. Look at all the times LeBron got to the basket. Look at all the times he didn't get to the basket when he should have. As the best driver ever, that's your lane. Take the lane, get to the basket, get fouled, get a bucket.
No. Last person to be down 2-0 was Giannis. And Giannis is the same type of Greek freak, alien. You think Wemby could... Basically what I was asking, are we going to get a 50-piece like Giannis did? Because that's what I'm thinking we might need.
No. And it's not that he's not capable of getting that, but what I've seen right now is not conducive to that. Cat's not going for that, for real. Like, Cat's a little bit too big-bodied for him just to be kind of living in the paint right now until he really starts to understand his paint game. So I don't see that happening unless he just spraying down middies and threes. It's not happening.
270 to 230 is a big difference.
And plus, you're talking about how Giannis came back from that 2-0 deficit. But I'm pretty sure that the Celtics were a higher seed. That you're talking about the Celtics, right? Was it the Celtics?
It was
Suns.
Yeah. Suns.
Who had home court advantage?
I'm pretty sure it started out in Phoenix.
Okay, because the stat says
Giannis won 4 in a row.
Right, which is great. Giannis
but
a bad
he had
boy.
monster games after that.
But that's Giannis, though. Giannis is
40 pieces and 50 pieces. He sealed it with 50 pieces.
Giannis is proven, though. We know Giannis ain't not going to the rim. We know where he gets his money at. Giannis gets his money dunking and Euro stepping and getting to the bucket. That's where Giannis eats at. Every now and then you'll see Giannis pull up for some shit, but he knows who he is. He's living at the basket. He's dominant. He's Shaq.
And that's the one thing.
He's mobile Shaq.
I haven't seen enough from Wemby is he don't go downhill like Giannis does.
He's not strong as Giannis. He's not as fast as Giannis. He don't have Giannis's motor. Yeah. Giannis is. That's why people still gotta stop disrespecting that man. Like people had Wemby over Giannis, and bro, it's like, bro, what? Giannis is proven, bro. He's not. I don't know if it's back to back. I know he's got 2 MVPs, though, right? He should have 2 MVPs. I'm pretty sure he's got 2 MVPs.
Yeah,
At least one MVP. At least one. He should have two, if not.
I'm pretty sure.
But he's definitely got the MVP.
Got two.
He's got a Finals MVP, so that's 2 MVPs to me. He's led his team. He's done this stuff before. Wemby's still a young dog, and his potential is through the roof. But let him realize it before we start elevating people all early. It puts a lot of extra pressure on people. This nigga's 22 years old. Let him develop and become his own player. Also, what you're talking about when they was down 2-0, right? They did not have home court. The Suns just handled their business like they're supposed to, and then they got swept.
Yep.
But this is a whole different situation. No team has ever came back from an 0-2 deficit in the finals. When they lost 2 on their home court. No team ever has done it. Yeah. So history and the eye test that my boy TJ likes to talk about, the eye test. TJ, from what I'm seeing on this eye test, my brother, Spurs, the Knicks are just a little bit more poised than the Spurs. They're a little bit more rugged. They're a little bit more dogs than Spurs.
My eye test that I've seen, it shows me that Wemby looks a little nervous because hella more pressure. To me, it's more pressure on Wemby than Brunson, even though some could say it would be Brunson because Knicks ain't never been this close before in a long ass time. But I still think Cat's gonna get the MVP if they win.
No, that's fine. That's fine though. But don't think it's because because I know what you're gonna be like. You're gonna be like, yeah, I told you, Brunson's the best or Cat's the best player on the team.
I think so though, but
that's not going to prove. And there's other analysts. I watch TV. I watch this shit. Other analysts kind of think. Some people think he needs to be the best player. So right, he might need to be the best player in this series, but that don't mean he's the best player overall. Brunson's shown that he's the best player on the team. The best player, the most impactful player, the guy that's the clutch guy. Like that's the most impactful guy out there. The guy that's 6 foot tall, but nobody can guard him. And not only is he getting buckets, he's getting you damn 7 assists a game too as a point guard. So he's doing what he's supposed to do. He's doing his job better than anybody else is doing their job, and he's leading in the clutch. So he's the number one guy. So that's not debatable. But what is the fact that this series with all these big ass guards, Cat needs to kind of take the reins and be the guy, which he's done. So it's just like we always talk about. These games are matchup based games.
Yeah,
and he's not getting the double team that Brunson's getting. Just like when KD won those finals MVPs. Now we know hindsight showed us that, yeah, KD's great, but let him go get double teamed and see what happens. We see what happens.
Yeah.
Steph Curry, really, if you were going deeper in the analytics, it probably should have been Curry's finals MVPs. Low key.
Yeah.
For real.
Probably.
If we really want to be serious.
Now that you go back, yeah. I absolutely agree to that.
Right.
It's probably Curry's MVPs.
Yeah, because KD took down Curry's legacy on accident. For real. Like, they shouldn't have recruited him. Like, I get y'all needed him, I guess. But I think they could have got it done with other help. That's a conversation for another day.
Same thing for Cat, though, is a lot of people say that, and I even myself say that Wemby needs to get down low, but Cat's been keeping that nigga out. Maybe that's why he's been doing all these threes. 270 to 240 is a big difference.
Yeah, you got to figure it out.
That turnover at the end was suspect because it's like Castle turned his back on you, thought that you were going to dribble, and then you pass it to him his back. That's bad luck. That shows nervous to me.
I just think he was on autopilot because as the big, you're supposed to be looking for your guards.
100%.
And the guards are supposed to be looking for the ball. So that was a blunder on both their parts. It wasn't just Wemby. It was definitely on both of them. So nobody can just say, yeah, Wemby, that was all on you. No, Castle should have been looking for the ball. You're the guard. Get the ball. Get set. Then get Wemby the ball so he can do his thing. Like, even if y'all hold the ball and you get a late game shot and you miss it, at least you go into overtime. But they completely ruined that. Like, they gave that game away at the end.
Yeah, it was a tie game. So, if anything, hold on to the ball that's going on team.
Right. Give yourself a chance to win it. But they took their chance away. Almost. They still had a chance, and they still settled. So, to me, it's coaching. Because as the coach, you got to instill the game plan. The game plan, Wemby, get your ass to good positions so you can make easy shots. These jump shots, you're not going to be the one to shoot them. So get low.
And now, what I've noticed in the playoffs is Wemby has to eat first for the Spurs to win.
Every time.
And he did all right the second game. I think he had like 11 points at half. But that still ain't enough. Needs to be 15 or higher. Is what I want to see.
I want to see 11 points in the first quarter.
Right.
From him. Like you said, because 40, 50 piece, that's not off the table. And they could definitely use that type of production from their biggest, most impactful player. Like, he's their biggest guy. He's going to be their most impactful guy.
They win when he eats. They do. At the beginning. Like, if he eats at the beginning, they win.
I like what happened, though. I mean, Penny and all them, like, Champagny and them, like, getting buckets and stuff, but at what cost? You know what I'm saying? At what cost? It comes at a cost to your big man getting in his rhythm. So, right, they need to feature him. That's what we've been talking about with the Spurs, though. They don't feature nobody. They don't feature Wemby like
because he don't have a go-to.
They win by committee, which is great, but sometimes you have to have a superstar that can take over the game. Sometimes you even have to have your 1B. You got your 1A and your 1B take over the game. Like Fox was rolling, right?
Yeah, Fox improved, which I knew was coming. Like,
right.
He had such a bad first game. The second game had to be way better.
Sometimes you gotta let him keep going. You know what I'm saying? Let that guy keep going, or let Harper keep going. Like, let somebody anchor your scoring. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when things get stagnant. They move the ball a little bit too much sometimes, and then I think everybody's wondering, well, should I shoot? Should I not shoot? Like, it's just too much committee. I like that the first 3 quarters, but what did Ant say?
Right.
I know Ant didn't win, but Ant has a good formula.
Brunson got the
Let these niggas eat the first 3 quarters, and then in that fourth, let me touch that rock.
Right.
I need to touch that rock just damn near almost every time down. This is
might pass it to you, but
this is money time. This is go time. This is why you guys pay me more than you pay the rest of them guys, so I can go do this. Yeah. So this is my team. Let me eat, and then I'm gonna have my number 2 guy eating too. But y'all niggas play tough defense, set them fucking screens, get them boards, be dogs.
How's Ant-Man feeling right now, knowing that Cat's in there? You know, like, damn, we got rid of Cat for Randall. We could have been there because Cat was the piece to beat Wemby.
Well, it's still a team. It's a team thing, and it's like, I don't know, like, it's just interesting for real. Like, some people thrive in different circumstances. Cat was always good, but I think they was beating Cat's confidence down by making him too much of the second guy. You know what I'm saying? Brunson don't do that. Brunson kind of like shows Cat a little bit more love and respect, I think. And I think Ant was is young and rubbed that nigga the wrong way just because it's like, damn, you're a lot younger than me and you kind of big dogging me out here. You know what I'm saying? Big dogging me in interviews and stuff like that. I think that it's just an emotional thing. We know Cat's got emotions and stuff like that, so I think that this situation's better for his mental health. Even though it's New York and there's crazy expectations, I still think this was for his mental health, and I think that that's a big reason why he's thriving right now. Sometimes you gotta be a little bit more gentle with the big giants. This is what it is.
I think, yeah.
Not that Ant's an excellent leader.
I think Ant-Man did his thing. I think they did their thing together. I think, if anything, Butler was the one that looked silly now.
Maybe not, though.
Because he called both of them soft, and then Wiggins got a championship, and now it's about to be Cat.
Yeah, but Wiggins got a championship as the 4th guy on Golden State. So that's okay, dope. You got your championship, but you want the guy. You want the number 2, not even the number 3.
X-Factor, though,
you could say. Oh, sure, right? Sure, whatever. You know, I guess you can say he was J.R. Smith.
Yeah.
So that's dope, but don't get it twisted like he was one of them niggas.
Yeah, for a number 1 pick to be J.R.
For a number 1 pick to be the 4th option on the championship team is kind of wild. But good, kudos to him. He did his thing. And then with Cat probably was soft back then. Sometimes you gotta grow into being a man, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it takes time for you to find your backbone and to find your voice and stuff like that. Like, it just is what it is. He probably was right at that time, but you know, it just didn't age well.
My question, just real quick, I almost have to reanalyze how I had Cat. I always thought you had Embiid. Well, obviously Jokic, Giannis, and then like
Just take him out of it
Embiid
though. Take it, Giannis out of
and
it.
Anthony Davis. But because those two are always hurt, I almost got to jump Cat over those two now.
I think I had been telling you that I like Cat a lot, and he was up there. It's just that he had to prove it in the biggest moments because even AD's got a championship and they got it with LeBron, but he was still a great contributor. You know what I'm saying? Jokic got a championship. Embiid's one of the most talented specimens at the center position I've ever freaking seen. Inside, outside, do everything. Has an MVP. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't been
I
nowhere that close.
I understand that, but I'm saying he does have an MVP, so that means he was the best player. He was not necessarily the best player in the league, but he was. You know what I'm saying? He was up there as a top 3 best player in the league for that time. Cat's never been a top 3 best player in the league. So that's hold on, but that's how you that's why you have him rank where you got now. But now that he's proven it, now we can go back to the drawing board and reassign these rankings to these guys because you have to update your resume. So then we go and look, okay, what did this dude do? What's this guy done? What's this guy done? Right?
I have to, yeah.
So now this is going to definitely elevate Cat up to.
And he's more available.
And he's been more available. So that all goes hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? So this is a huge run for him. This is a huge run for the Knicks. Like the Knicks ain't had no type of love like this in a long ass time.
So what does Spurs have to do tonight? Besides, we already said Wemby has to have a big game.
Wemby's got to come out being more aggressive, right? He's got to come out the gate, set the tone on offense and defense, like he did in the All-Star game. He's got to come out and be that guy. And then you need your guys to come along with you. You need Fox to go. You need Fox to be aggressive. I like Fox. You need Harper to be aggressive. You need Champ Penny to put, doing what he's doing. Like the formula don't gotta change a lot because both of these games have been right there. So it's not like you're getting dog walks for the most part. The first game you lost by 10, but really it was close to the last little bit. So stay the course for the most part, but just stop settling for so many jumpers when you're Wemby. Stop settling for that. Go banging that. You got to bang a little bit. Get you a sky hook.
Even if you lose.
Where's the hood? Where's the easy shots?
Even if you lose, we need to see you at least attempt to bang more.
Bang more.
Because I know Cat's a big boy, but if you want to win, we got to at least see you try it.
Right.
Otherwise, you're selling for these threes. And he don't even be shooting that in the regular season, really. He shoots maybe 4 tops. He's been shooting 5 to 8 threes. Something like that.
Like you said, Cat's definitely making it tough on him, but you got to find ways like this. It's the coach's job to put you in positions to be successful, and you got to execute too. But they got to have a game plan, and you're gonna have to stick to that. Like you got to stick to it. You know what I'm saying? Like you really got to stick to it. And I think they need to feature Wemby a little bit more in the fourth quarter. Let him go to work in that mid block area, that mid post area. Give him the ball there. Give him the ball there.
Beat him in the first, and then rest them throughout the game and beat them in the fourth.
And they need to have ball movement. So he needs to be playing like a Joker role. Like I don't see how niggas ain't seeing the success, right? You see the success with Joker. Get him in that that lower block area. Let him. He's looking over everybody. Keep that ball high. Decide, okay, I got shooters move. I got shooters getting open. I got slashers, or I can score.
And honestly,
he has to become a better decision maker.
Spurs don't have a heart. That some nigga that does everything but score. Like Hart's
he was
really
trying to score. He
right
been missing, but he didn't. He wasn't the X factor in game 2 though. He was definitely the X factor in game 1, but game 2 not so much. I checked his stats. He was a minus. Brunson was a minus. Like
I know, but his numbers don't always show.
It will show though. It shows in that. So the plus minus is obviously not perfect, but it shows in that plus minus what you're doing. He just didn't have the production in the first game. But I know what you mean, though. He can especially at home, he can replicate that.
Yeah.
So I expect him to be that X factor tonight too. When it comes to
and he can score when he's hitting.
Yeah, when he's hitting threes, that's just a bonus. Like you're probably really gonna lose that night if he's doing everything and hitting threes. That's big. So yeah, Spurs, like I said, they're gonna have to keep it close. The first 3 quarters, and honestly, they need to go into the fourth quarter with a 10-point lead for safety. They need that safety net because Brunson and them's not playing in that fourth quarter. Like they're coming hard in that fourth quarter because I'm telling you they're more battle tested. So you need to build your lead up, take that momentum going into the fourth, get Wemby the ball, that mid post area, that mid block area, and let him make decisions. Make him be a decision maker. have your guys slashing, get Fox slashing, get Champagny and them open or your shooters open. Like you have to do that, otherwise you're gonna lose.
Honestly, I want to see a lot of the team ball, but I honestly think it's going to have to be Wemby, big scoring 40, 50-point game. Yeah, you might even need Wemby might need a Kyrie, whoever that needs to be, to get like a 30 to 40-point game, and then the other guys just average it out the rest of it. 15 points here, 15 points there. So it might have to be Castle. Castle might have to have a 30-point game and Wemby have a 40-point game, and then average out the rest of the points. So like Wemby just might need a Kyrie.
I like the take. I like the take. I like the formula that you're talking. I just think that the other guy doesn't. It's not going to be Castle. It needs to be Fox.
I was going to say
Fox is your veteran. Fox can get downhill better than anybody else out there. I think that he's the guy that can step up and be the other guy to get you another 30 ball. And he's a point guard, so he can make the decision when he's driving to kick it and get it out to the open shooters. I think Castle and them need to be cutting a lot because Castle, you can throw him lobs all day. Like that dude's athletic. He's a good player. I think that he has the ball in his hands too much, shooting too many J's, shooting too many jumpers, mid ranges and stuff. I think that he needs to be more of a slasher.
Yeah, because he's your dunker.
He's your dunker. He needs to be more of your athletic burst versus your guy that's making decisions and handling the ball a lot. That's why you have your point guard. Let him do that. You know what I'm saying? Get Penny and them open. Have them move and get them open. Draw the defense in.
Yeah, because right. Plus, Wemby needs a little rest. So, therefore, get Cat in foul trouble.
Right.
Go dunk on his ass and get him in foul trouble.
And that's another thing, right? He needs to be getting more lob attempts. You know what I'm saying? Like, they need to be getting those screens, get him open for more. Like, they need the screen. But you still got Mitchell Robinson to deal with, too, though. That's another one.
Yeah. They got
that big front.
They do.
So, when the Cat needs a rest, you still got to deal with Mitchell Robinson. He's not no problem.
Right, but I'm just saying the guards need to help Wemby out by getting their big man in trouble.
Yeah, right. You're saying they need to put pressure on him. Yeah. Pressure on him. Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Because then they get out of that paint and Wemby can eat in the paint.
Right. Okay, so we see the game plan what it needs to be for the most part. Well, for the Knicks, I think that Brunson don't need to force nothing. No. You know what I'm saying? Be aggressive, but also take what the defense is giving you for the most part. We know that fourth quarter comes, you're going to eat. Yeah. But the whole game, allow your teammates to help you like you've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Let Cat eat. Let Cat get to the bucket. Let Cat get in the paint. Put pressure on Wemby. Actually try to get Wemby in foul trouble if possible. That's huge. If you can get Wemby in foul trouble and have him sitting down, get him 2 early fouls. Like, go right at him. Go at his chest. Go right at him. Because if he gets 2 early fouls, they're going to have to sit him for a little bit.
Yeah, and Cornette.
And when they got him sitting, bro, it's going to be open season at the rim. That's when Brunson's going to have his best luck at the rim is when if he has to go sit down for a spell. They don't have, like, their second big is okay, but he ain't the rim protector like that. So we have to go at Wemby early, get him in foul trouble, have him sit, take advantage, and run that lead up. Because in the fourth quarter, we want to be winning. We want to be up. We don't got to be up. For us, we just need for it to be close, right? If it's a 0-0 game going into the fourth, or maybe all up one or rip a couple, I think it's over. That's just me personally. I think as long as they keep it close to that fourth, it's over. So if we run it up and we're up fucking 10 points, 5 points, or I'm gonna say 10 points on that fourth quarter, it's silly. So
right. I think the key for the Knicks is don't get comfortable at home.
Right.
And don't get comfortable just being up 2-0.
No. That's not over.
Yeah.
But your boy Kobe is a big inspiration to Brunson, so hey, he's not going to be resting. And the team ain't going to be resting. Like their home court's going to give them so much energy. They ain't going to be resting, trust me. Like that crowd's going to be so loud. They're already booing the Spurs outside of their hotel right now. Like it's going to be a hostile ass environment. Super
hostile. They ain't been here, man. They excited.
They're talking about Brunson being the best Knick ever. And they're talking about Cat being one of them dogs too, like one of the best bigs. Like, I mean, I know they had Patrick Ewing, right?
Yeah. If I had I saw that somewhere. If I had to put the top 5 Knicks, and then it'd be Brunson. Melo would have to be the 2 because I would have. No.
It's Ewing.
No, I'm just talking about in order.
Oh.
So it
Order
has
for
to be
what?
top five.
But you said
Like,
order, though. You said Brunson 1, then Melo 2?
I'm talking about, like, point guard.
Okay, I got you.
So Melo had to do, too, because everybody else is bigs out here. You would have some Brunson, Melo, Stoudemire, Cat, and Ewing. That's how I would have to do
I had to look at it. I have to go look at it.
Stoudemire was... That's what I'm saying. It'd be too many bigs, but, I mean, that's their best, in my opinion. That's who I know. I guess there's some others, probably, obviously.
Well, we have to go do our research.
Yeah.
But I'm not mad at that list. But yeah, I like the points of emphasis. My prediction for the winner, like, I mean, shit, I predicted they was going to win the first game. It was a tough decision on whether it's going to win the second game, but I stayed with my guns and I picked them for the second game. So we're gonna keep rolling with this train. The momentum's crazy. They're back at home. They're winning game 3. If they win game 3, it's a sweep.
If they win game 3, then you might as well just call off the sweep.
I'm not gonna go that far, but I am, I guess. But
how do you come back from that?
You gotta play. You gotta play hard. You can't. You just gotta keep your belief that you're right there.
Second game, yeah. Second game, the Spurs should have won. First game, it's hard to tell. Second game, yeah, because you just don't turn that over too late, and then.
But they came back 14 points though, so they were lucky to get back in the game for real. So I'm not gonna say they should have won that game, but they fumbled an opportunity to steal that game. They fumbled it.
They did, because they were up the whole game for the most part. It was back and forth there and there, but
I don't know though, because
I remember them being up for a majority of it.
Yeah, but then the Knicks, like I said, they were up 14, and then they had like a 14-0 run. The Spurs, so it's like it was a heavyweight basketball game, and like I told you, like we talked about yesterday, I said this was going to be Game 7 intensity, and it was because look how it ended up.
Yeah.
You know, 0-0, chance to win, turnover, free throws, another chance to win, game. I mean, it was a good game. It really was. We had a lot of excitement watching that game just the other night when we had the people over. That was a good game.
Yeah.
It really was. It was back and forth, heavyweight match. So I expect to see something again like it. Yeah. I just think the Knicks are just at home now, and they're going to be energized up. I think they're going to ride the wave and ride the energy.
I think, right. It's going to be a nice fought battle. If I'm the Spurs, I want to win by like 10, 15.
If I'm the coach, right, of course. If I'm the coach, I'm putting the battery in Fox's back. I'm putting the battery in Dylan Harper's back, and I'm putting the battery in Wemby's back. And those are my 3 guys. Those are my 3 main. No, hold on. Not that Castle's not one of them guys, but I need Castle to play a role. I need him to play the role, and they're gonna have to define that role for him. Penny plays his role. Vassell, play your role. But these 3 guys there, those 3 guys I mentioned, those are my best offensive weapons. Best.
Yeah, if I'm Castle, I would just have Castle hunt down Brunson.
Yeah.
Save your energy on offense.
Yep.
Use it all on defense.
Use it all on defense for the most part.
Smother that.
Yep. And then I want you slashing.
Smother.
I want you getting to the bucket. I want you catching some lobs. I want you getting easy buckets.
Honestly, if I don't like saying it because I really can't stand Brunson. Brunson.
Man, I don't see why.
At the end of the day, if he's really doing what he's doing, then you might have to just play the Curry role and play the nigga off ball defense. Don't even let him touch the ball. Literally make everybody else beat you.
But that's what they've been doing, and that formula hasn't worked.
He's still getting the ball. I'm talking about.
They're not going to
allow that nigga to get the ball.
They're not going to be able to just deny him of the ball.
I know.
I understand.
It's impossible, but
he's going to move.
Smother him the whole time.
It's asking a lot. I feel you're asking a ton.
That's what I'm saying. What you just said, that's how I would coach it. Obviously, he's going to do it, but I'd be like, nigga, this nigga's not touching the ball. You hear me?
I feel that.
And everybody else is just going to get the offense because you're going to be tired.
Yeah, I just don't know if they're going to be able to pull that off, but I understand where you're coming from.
If he's really that much of a weapon.
Yeah, he's a weapon, but the thing is, they got more weapons, right? Like, they haven't won just because Jalen Brunson's been lighting up the scoreboard. They won because others have been stepping up. Cat's been stepping up. Hart stepped up that other game. He didn't score, but let's see, OG stepped up, and then Mikal Bridges stepped up. Like they have a good team. That's why you go out and you build a good team because you know shit's going to tighten up, and you know they're going to key on your best player. Can he make the right decisions?
Which is another thing. Chemistry is real. They won championships together in college,
right?
Which to me is wild that these teams don't put brothers on the same team. Yep. Like I think Lonzo and Melo would be an epic duel. But these teams are.
The dad's been telling people that
because you know how he wants the ball. Like these coaches and teams are weird.
Yeah, and that would get him off the ball a little bit too, because Lonzo's obviously a better point guard, and then Melo's obviously a better scorer. Yeah. So it's like y'all can't even just do that shit.
The dad made that.
And they could have Jello out there too, busting threes from the corner and doing his thing too. Like I don't.
And have him play defense. The dad set it up for. He said, "This nigga plays my 3-and-D. This is my score, and this is my general."
Right.
Like, he had it right.
He built it right. It's just that
teams ain't listening.
They ain't listening. Interesting.
Because Bulls were number one when Lonzo was healthy, and Lakers were doing the thing. Like Lonzo's been doing his thing.
That's the only thing they've ever been missing, though. For like, not ever been missing, but that's the only thing they was missing this year was like a real point guard. For the Hornets. Melo's not a point guard. He can play the point because he can get you assists, but that takes away from his other shit to me. Like he's a better scorer. Like that nigga's really a prolific scorer. He can score with anybody.
That's all they need.
They need him.
Hornets should go get Lonzo.
Yeah, they should have. If he can stay healthy, his problem is he had a really bad injury.
Yeah, I think he can stay healthy. Especially, that's another thing. I think his brother around. I think he somehow it would just happen.
I think so.
The energy.
The energy, right? 100%. Healing powers.
Why do you think Giannis is so deep about getting his brother on? Like, nigga, it gives me energy. What you all want Giannis? I need Thanasis.
Yeah. He's going to have to put himself on a Giannis type level, but yeah.
I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Like, Lonzo can at least hoop. I don't get it.
Well, right.
Just like
it's the injuries, that's all.
The twins should be on the same team. They're both defensive.
Oh, yeah, the twins, yeah. Sometimes you can't get them both.
I get that, but figure it out somehow.
They'll probably play together once they get a little bit older in the league.
All right, and Lethal Shooter be helping all these people shoot. I ain't helping the NBA niggas.
I think he does.
Stars.
I think he'd be helping them NBA niggas. But they probably pride's too good. It's too big for that. They probably think, oh, this nigga YouTube ass nigga.
But he'd be helping all these stars just have wet shots. What do you think he can do to a real pro?
Right. No, you gotta utilize your resources out here. Your social media is here for a reason. It's here to showcase people's talents that would never had a chance to showcase their talents. So that's why this new era is so beautiful. It's so great. Opportunities there.
Yeah. So you thinking Knicks?
Yep, I'm thinking Knicks, and
so you're leaning towards sweep then.
I'm leaning towards a stress-free series for my team. I think it's gonna be stress-free. Like they might drop a game, they might drop 2 games, but it's still gonna be stress-free. I don't see them dropping 2.
Where do you put I guess my last question. Where do you put this in Wemby if they lose?
Where do I put Wemby if they lose?
Not like but for his like legacy, he'd be 0-1 like LeBron. I guess
it don't hurt him to me. In my mind, it don't really hurt that much. I think these are growing pains. I think that it's a huge accomplishment to make it to the finals. You beat the best team in the league, right? You beat the best team in the league to get there. Or at least on your side, you beat the best team, best record, the defending champions. That's a huge accomplishment. Sometimes you just run into a team that's more mature than you, that's rolling a little bit more than what your team was rolling. Circumstances. I think he'll get better. He'll come back out next year, have a better offensive package. They'll be a little bit smarter making decisions, and I think that they'll have a chance for years to come.
Where does it put Brunson? Like, does he get both Curry and Kobe got diminished by Cat, like the bigger man getting the MVP?
I don't think that's going to diminish Brunson in any way. I think that Brunson's been the driving force the whole year. I think he's been the driving force throughout the whole playoffs. I think that sometimes you got to put your pride and your ego aside and see the matchups, and sometimes somebody else is going to have a better series than you. This just happens to be the finals. So be it. Cat gets the finals MVP, well deserved. Brunson will have more chances to do it, and he'll have chances to get regular season MVP. So I wouldn't worry about it if I was him. At the end of the day, it's about getting the hardware. You're trying to win.
Respect.
He'll go down as the best Knick point guard ever. So that's what you